They know I got them vibes, so you know them fans watching me.
They in my chat with the shit. Oh, they must think they can stop me. See, we got Raj on the scope. Now don't get sniped out the lobby.
Is not on me. Now tell me, what do you see?
We send the vibes of the nation. LIB in our blood. We in the sky with this shit. Just think it came out.
See, it's 99% cap, 1% gameplay, 100% vibe. Don't bring that bullshit my way. Try your luck.
Let me teach you how to
Go
vibe.
against the vibe. When you fuck, you gon' think I'm Mike Grable the way I make them tighten up. You'll be lucky if you even
Let me
score.
teach you how to
should read
vibe.
more. Though I choose to live in peace, you should know I bleed war. I'm a recon man, one of the best in the sport. I keep a drone on my hip, I lay it out to explore. They say the ops on the way. I see one, I know it's more. They just ran inside a building, my EMP gon' deploy. Make a panic, play support. Crypto going manic, they tryna figure out
Let me
how I
teach
do
you how
a
to
soft
vibe.
damage. Real just mark the surroundings, I know they can't stand it. Morosky sending out his ghost and they don't understand it. I'm headed to the high grounds to get an overstanding. Now you from a distance, see your partners, they done left you stranded. Damn. You know you headed to the lobby, right? Sorry for your awful fight, I admit it was easy. Get you some practice or you always die. I know you doing that ping thing, they gone, made it out of sniper range. Level 1 knockdown shield, been 7 minutes in the fucking game, I'm devoted. Hit you with
Let
the
me teach you
devotion,
how to
rewind
vibe.
up quick motion. Now I'm headed with the wind to your partners, but I'm focused. See, Goat just hit that beast on the hunt. Ghost is, we reloaded, blow the EMP and we done. They know I got them vibes, so you know them fans watching me.
They in my chat with the shit. Oh, they must think they can stop me. See, we got Raj on the scope. Now don't get sniped out the lobby.
Is not on me. Now tell me why.
Let me teach you how to vibe.
Send the vibes of the nation. LIB in our blood. We in the sky with this shit. Just think it came out the mud.
They know I got them vibes, so you know them fans watching me.
They in my chat with the shit. Oh, they must think they can stop me. See, we got Raj on the scope. Now don't get sniped out the lobby.
Let me teach you how to vibe.
Now tell me, what do you see?
We send the vibes of the nation. LIB in our blood. We in the sky with this shit. Just think it came
Ken was always first. Troops that say Mr. Bipolar KC to the GOAT in the building. He say looking for them Florida Gators. Lil B, number 1 pack smoking all the lane. TJ gaming in the building. Responsible Richard. How we feeling?
Let me teach you how to vibe.
Mr. 52, aka
Let me teach you how to vibe.
How we feeling today, y'all? Anthony Tony, what up? It is college football Saturday night. Michigan and OU is up. OU is up 7-0 on Michigan right now. So the Big Ten got us up. Yeah, the scammers come in quick. Bob was popping. Oh my goodness. Hope everybody having
Let
a
me
good
teach you how to vibe.
weekend, man. We here. We got the coffee. Let's get into it. Tennessee Titans, Broncos. Kickoff tomorrow at 3 o'clock. Keys to the game for the Tennessee Titans should go as follow. Wait a minute. I ain't doing this right. let's start this thing over. Shout out everybody tapped in on the blue. You know what to do. Hit that like, comment, share, follow. Everybody tapped in on the green. 50 different emotes you can use. Do not have to be a sub to use them. Picture in picture. Hit that follow button. If you on the red, hit that like, hit that comment, hit that share. All we need is to watch the hours over there, get the picture in picture. And if you're watching from the purple, you're getting drops this weekend, if I'm not mistaken, on top of, you can use the Amazon
Let me
Prime
teach you how to
once a
vibe.
month to sub to the channel for free. And if not me, one of your other favorite content creators live over there on the purple, picture in picture over there as well. Now we get into this Tennessee Titans Broncos. Cam Ward, most disrespected #1 pick of all time, comes in with a new offensive line. Alec Aomana, Calvin Ridley, Tyler Lockett, Tony Pollard, Chig Okonkwo. We got to get into the things that the Tennessee Titans can and can't do. Can and can't do. He said, good luck on that game. Tough first game for Cam. It's a tough first game, but it's a doable game. I would say, #1, Tennessee Titans got to limit penalties. This can't be a game where they go on the road, false starts, hold-ins, not getting lined up right, motion man, don't stop before the snap, 3rd down and 15. He'll get killed. Let's not do that. I just look for the Tennessee Titans to play a clean game and give themselves a chance like Dallas did. Play a clean game. I think the Titans don't turn it over if they don't get in those 3rd and long situations where Denver can turn the blitz up. Denver's going to blitz top 5 in the league. Number of times they're going to blitz. So I think the Tennessee Titans got to stay ahead of the change. I think Tony Pollard being effective running in the first half, staying ahead of the sticks, first down passing, getting those little check downs to Chig, Gunnar Helm, and Tyler Lockett. I think that's going to be important. I think the Broncos are for sure going to try to take Calvin Ridley away. But if those other things like running the ball, play action, screening it, getting it to the backs and tight ends and the slot receivers, Van Jefferson and Lockett, I think if they're able to do that and stay ahead of the chains, they give themselves a chance to get some shots with Ridley one-on-one, to get some shots with Aomana one-on-one, to run some play action and dial some stuff up. It's not like I'm scared of the Broncos offense. I mean, Bo Nix don't scare me. He's not like, you know what I'm saying, some elite QB. If you look back at the Broncos games and what they played, like the Broncos blitzed the hell out of everybody and won the turnover battle. I'm not scared of their running backs. They don't have like some great running back room. I think the front seven of the Titans needs to stop the run to be able to take away Sutton. And not sure if Mims is back healthy, like because I know he got hurt in preseason a little bit of banged up, but I feel like this is a solid matchup. It might be tough going on the road, but if the Titans don't beat themselves in penalties and turnovers early, I think they give themselves a chance. He said the Tennessee Cowboys. Where do you get Tennessee Cowboys from? Chronic fan Michael K.
Let me teach you how to vibe.
He said we at 10 now. Hold on. I ain't getting no notification. Yo, shout out to my dog. She dragging stickers in the chat, man. My dog just hit. He hit a 5-ball yesterday and then came back today with another sub. Man, that's love, bro. It just so happens that it didn't give me a notification. Like sometimes it does. Like it gives me like an audio notification because I'm watching 4 different chats at once. But sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. Dragging stickers in the chat for my dog, Mr. Bad Take, Mr. 52 in the building. She TGG Mont, what up? Now look, that's the first thing the Titans got to do. Like the first section of what the Titans got to do is play a clean game penalty wise on the road. Stay ahead of the sticks. I think that eliminates the turnovers and gives them a real shot.
Let me teach you how to
and
vibe.
competing in the game and doing what they need to do. I'm not worried about the Titans front seven. The biggest doubts I had was inside backer next to Cody Barton, but Cedric Gray and James Williams really stepped up. And then they got Kazir White. I think something that I was worried about, I'm not so much worried about as now. and knowing that we have like 5 solid safeties that they can rotate into the box to give the stack backer help anyways. Now probably the biggest key on defense is going to be L'Jarius Sneed. He's looked 100% in warm-ups and practices, and from what I've seen, if he goes back to form, I have no problems with the defense. It's just going to come down to last year. Tennessee Titans start the year off, first 3 games, you go up 17-0, 10-0. You can't have double-digit leads to start the season off and turn the ball over on unforced errors that Will Levis did. And I think
Let me teach you
that
how
was
to
a big
vibe.
portion of why they turned it over so much. The Titans was like plague drives with penalties last year. I don't see that this year. I hope that they don't go against everything that they've been on, like taking that road trip, 2 games in 10 days going on the road, forcing themselves on the road. That was by design. Forcing Cam Ward's early practices to be 3rd and longs to try to get them in a situation where they line up
teach you
right,
how to
they run a
vibe.
clean offense. And can we see a Tennessee Titan team that scores more than 17 points a game this season? It hasn't been done in so long that the Titans hasn't been an offense that can score 20 plus points a game. Big Jeff, Squire, Sebastian, what up? He said Cashapp. So that's the first key to the game, and they kind of combined in there. Yo, shout out to my dog Big Jeffrey Dub with the sticker on the emote and the 2,000 stars. Shout out to Big Bad Take She coming in with the gifted sub, and Big Jeff coming in with the 2,000 stars direct donor to the Cash App. Dragon stickers in the chat. And if you don't have stickers, you should probably be watching on Kick. You can use the free emotes. If not, hashtag Big Jeff, hashtag She Mr. 52. All right. Back to the second thing that the Tennessee Titans need to do behind that first conglomerate of play a clean game without turnovers, without penalties that lead to turnovers. Second part was that the defense has to stop the run. I seen the Cowboys play solid on defense, but get no pressure, and then the run starts punishing you, and you give up a big play to Jahan Dotson. Like I see that being the situation. Like I feel good about our
Let me
DB
teach
room.
you how to vibe.
We've never had this much depth in the secondary, in the years I can remember. And the front seven has slowly but surely came together. Now I just want to see the Titans stop the run. You know, the Broncos got rid of Williams and drafted R.J. Harvey and got J.K. Dobbins off the Chargers. So I just need to see the Titans stop the run in the first half. I need to see them play a clean game. I think that'll give them a chance. It's not like I'm worried about Bo Nix turning into Tom Brady or something. But those are the first 2 keys of the game. Third key, I'm not putting a lot of pressure on the guy, but they're going to put Surtain on Calvin Ridley. And I don't care if he goes in motion or if he stands in the locker room. Surtain is going to follow Calvin Ridley. Talanoa Hufanga and Surtain are going to try to take away Calvin Ridley first half and make Cam Ward a rookie quarterback on his first start on the road in Mile High Stadium. Find other people. Which is one thing I like about Cam Ward is he's going to get the ball to the open man, and he's developed a rapport because they did something that they haven't been doing with young QBs in Nashville, which is get some guys that are going to grow with him. So I see Tyler Lockett, I see Chig Okonkwo, I see Gunningham, but most importantly, Alec Ayomana is going to get one-on-ones the whole game. If he can dominate that backside and cook kind of how he did in some of the cross practices with the Vikings and with the Falcons, when you seen some of those early practices, he pretty much cooked all their secondaries. I need him to play the same way when with the lights on. If Ayomana can be that second receiver that can win his ones, it'll free up really to get some shots later in the game, one-on-one. I hope that Brian Callahan finds some ways to use really as a decoy in motion with them putting Surtain on him, and still find some ways to get him the ball, like even if you got to screen it to him just to get some touches for Calvin really early. He said, I love when you got high hopes. It's not high hopes, it's saying if we don't do these things, we'll get beat by double digits. If we do these things, we'll give ourselves a shot in the fourth quarter to make a game of it. That's all I want to see. Because last year, the first 3 games, we ended our season in the first 3 games, being up 17 on the Bears and blowing it, being up 10 on the Jets and blowing it. You know, like the first 3 games of last season, you start off and you got a commanding lead and you just start turning the ball over, getting punts blocked, punts ran back, fumbling, unforced pick 6, meme alley. I just don't want to see that with Cam Ward. You know, even if we go out there and don't get the win, I want to see a clean penalty-wise game where the Titans don't move the ball to midfield and then back up 20 yards on penalties and it's 3rd down and 20, and the Broncos dial up blitzes and try to kill Cam Ward. Those are my biggest keys to the game coming in. I have less doubts about the offensive line. I do think they'll have some mistakes with just by going on the road with a rookie QB. But I hope Callahan doesn't do what he did last year. Real Titan fans can follow me on the Lions game. Don't be 4 times from the 1 and Tony Pollard not touching and you come away with no points. Don't do those type of things. Don't chase points. Don't be doing all this going for 2 and just playing real risky football. Play it close to the vest. Play a clean game and give yourself a chance in the second half to make a game. Those are my keys to the game for the Titans tomorrow versus the Broncos at 3:00. If they do those things, win, lose or draw, I feel good about coming home and playing the Rams week 2. If they go out there and there's penalties and turnovers and Cam Ward in a lot of 3rd and long situations, it's gonna be very, 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 very stressful coming back to Nashville playing the Rams week 2. Titans got a tough stretch out the gate. You got Broncos playoff team, you got Rams playoff team, and then you turn around and you got 2 division games behind it. Bobby TTV, Killer Mike, what's the vibes? But this is Shop Talk pre-game edition to the Titans Broncos. Y'all got any questions? Y'all can drop it in the chat. I'm live on Facebook, I'm live on Kick, I'm live on YouTube, I'm live on Twitch. These Shop Talks go up on YouTube. You'll be able to back watch them. If you missed anything, we break it down into clips. Post them all over social media. Make sure you follow on all social media platforms. Appreciate y'all being tapped in on this Saturday, man. Oklahoma, like they're trying to upset Michigan today. Florida upset by the South Florida Bulls. Take the heat off of Coach DeBoer. Take the heat off of Bama and Coach DeBoer. Can you get the heat off? Can you get the heat off? Can you get the heat off? Say Killer Mike with the raid. Yo, that's crazy, bro. Like this. Hey, Killer Mike, yo, appreciate the raid, my boy. This, I'm multi-streaming on 4 platforms. Sometimes it gives me the audio and sometimes it doesn't. I don't know about the updates or whatnot. Hey, but appreciate you. Welcome to the shop. I'm a Tennessee Titan fan. I'm an Alabama Crimson Tide fan. I'm the resident over here in this Madden community. Hope your stream went well. Talk to me though, man. If you came from Killer Mike's stream, what's your team? Where you from? Let me know something. And then I do open Discord, so if y'all be wanting to rap and talk sports, you know, that's a big part of my content as well. We just over here rapping about Tennessee Titans getting ready to take on the Broncos with Cam Ward in his first game in NFL action. So whether Bama wins, lose or draws, whether the Titans win, lose or draws, I always do post game. I always tap in. So of course, last week when Florida State beat Alabama handily, I had to come on here and let people throw tomatoes at me. Key points is the offensive line hold up against Denver, elite D-line, and Ridley. Surtain matchup. I think it's more important that, like, I think the offensive line look good, and I think they'll be fine. They're much improved. I'm just worried about penalties. Like, I don't want them to get out there and get tired. I don't want them to get out there and get antsy, doing a whole bunch of motion shifts and stuff like that, and set these drives back early on. Let's play a clean game early on If they convert, they convert. If they don't punt it. Let's play defense. And I think the defense stopping the run early to not have to try to start overcompensating to get stops. I think really Surtain matchup is what it is. I think it's a wash. I think the Titans gonna have to find people like Aomaner, Calvin. Lockett in the tight end group. I think Chigakonko is gonna have some mismatches in the Broncos. Like the pressure with their linebackers. If any of them get matched up on Chig, he's got to dunk. He's got to dunk. He's got a ball. Sound good, man. That's one thing. It's like I got four streams up, and sometimes it gives me the audio on subs and raids, and sometimes it don't. But appreciate the love for sure, though, bro. And this your home for sports talk, man. The first part of my content, the first part of my streams is always shop talk, where we just go over sports points of the day. Later on, we're gonna get to talking about Atlanta, but right now we talking college football and NFL. Who the offense gonna run through is Summer Surtain take. Surtain is gonna Hufunga is gonna try to take really out. I think early on, you spend $20 million on a left tackle. You drafted JC Latham at tackle last year, first round. Dude's 300 pounds with a six pack. You get Skoronski, who's always on the top PFF grade for interior lineman. You spent money. You spent $60 million on Cushenberry, who came from Denver, and then you went and got Zietler from Detroit. You went and got a big offensive line. Run the football. First and foremost, the Titans got to establish the run. Tennessee Titans is never going to be some glorious, pretty passing team. Tennessee Titans have to run the football. And off of that, the new tight ends, Chigakonko, Gunnar Helm, Lockett in the slot, and Aomaner, who won the job over Van Jefferson, who dunked on Travis Hunter all last year. I think guys like that gonna have to step up. And Brian Callahan gonna have to earn his chicken, man. Brian Callahan gonna have to earn his chicken, bro. Like I for whatever. Like, yeah, you coach Burrow. Yeah, you coach with some big name QBs. Show me right now that we seen Malik Willis go to the Packers and go 3-0. Will Levis is gonna have his second shot somewhere else. You got the number one pick in Cam Ward. You got your guy. This offense can't look pedestrian again. Don't overthink it. Establish the run. Get a good rhythm calling plays. He gonna have to like the Chargers ran a simple game and it just torched the Chiefs last night. For all those that watched that game, they ran a streak. They ran a deep cross behind it, and they let Keenan Allen freestyle the slot. When they focused on all those things and the safeties came down, the tight ends in the back started hitting him, and Herbert used his legs. It wasn't like some crazy game plan the Chargers had. Lad McConkey ran deep overs. Quinn Johnston ran deep overs, and they ran streaks, and they let Keenan Allen freestyle behind it. That's what the Titans are gonna have to do. They're gonna have to send really deep, and they're gonna have to send deep really over, and they're gonna have to motion him. And Lockett is gonna have to be the guy freestyling in the slot, and Aomaner is gonna have to win his ones like McConkey did. Lad McConkey had his way with the Chiefs secondary yesterday. Quentin Johnston probably would have had 200 if he could catch, but he just can't catch. But Lad McConkey did what he wanted. Aomaner is gonna have to do what he wants. And if Aomaner can't get open and can't make plays off the play action and off that off the motion, then Van Jefferson got to come in and get his money. That's a good question though, Ken. That's a good question. So amazing. What up? 1,738 days from Coop. Giants still taking the L. She focus on the Titans. This the Titans pregame show. Look, I'm gonna have to take you behind the woodshed and make you pick the switch. Tennessee Titan fans need to be worried about Nashville. We not worried about the Giants. We not worried about the Cowboys. Only worried about what's going on in Nashville. You getting sidetracked. 38 months of support for my dog, Mr. Bipolar Coop.
Let me teach you how to
Justin
vibe.
Herbert said, hold my beer. I got this first game, but I'm not impressed though. I mean, the Chargers look like the Chargers always look. The Chargers got to do that in the postseason. Because the Chargers looked like that last year and got in the postseason. But I do like that combo of Najee Harris and Amarion Hampton. That do look good. Told you Herbert breakout this season. Herbert had a breakout year like the last several years. Like the first 5 years of QBs in the NFL history, Herbert's numbers is up there, probably beating anybody. The problem is the best thing that happened to Herbert is he got Harbaugh. Harbaugh went and got Joe Alt and Sawyer and all them guys up front and went and got some running backs. And they got Conklin off the Jets. And basically they just go out there and run the football, protect him. He throws the ball 10 less times a game and he's more efficient because he ain't taking as many hits. Chargers' problem is they used to try to make Herbert throw the ball 50 times a game. You can't win like that in the NFL. Ohio State wrong for what they did to Gremlin? No, they're right. They gave Gremlin a big ass check to take an ass whooping. You know what I'm saying? Look, Ohio State check is probably keeping Gremlin keeping the lights on. He said Gators got me so pissed right now. Yeah, y'all lost to South Florida, so y'all kind of took the heat off of Bama. 100+ for Tony Pollard. Yeah, I'm glad it's a 3 o'clock game for the Titans too. I do think I'm not saying that Tony Pollard's going to get 100 on the ground. Tony Pollard should get 100 all-purpose though. He should be good for like a couple screens, maybe a Texas route or a wheel or something, and probably about 15 carries. Like Tony Pollard should be efficient to touch it like 18 to 22 times a game. I want to see if they play Khalil Mullins or Julius Chestnut more in game. Like I'm a fan of seeing if a young guy goes and like put like this. If Julius Chestnut plays good, Tajay Spears is still going to be running back too. If Khalil Mullins plays good, he might be the second running back for the Tennessee Titans and the Titans running back in the future. Like I'm a big fan of giving young guys a chance to make mistakes in real time over vets that you know what you're getting. Like I'm so glad they starting A.O. Monter over Van Jefferson. We seen Van Jefferson drop a pass already. We seen him come right back and have a 65-yard touchdown the next week. I'd rather A.O. Monter get those reps. If we talking about like hot and cold receivers, let it be Alec A.O. Monter. He said Hampton and Harris is a 1-2 punch. It is, and with Joe Alt and their offensive line and Herbert with his mobility, it makes that kind of a dangerous thing. Jim Harbaugh just did what they couldn't do, which is say, hey, look, let's stop trying to make Herbert outpass Mahomes and let's let him be efficient and play just like Mahomes. Run when you need to, throw when you need to, run game. What does a successful Cam Ward game look like? A successful game means it's not 5 touchdowns, it's not 300 yards, it's not a win. A successful game for Cam Ward is getting in out of the huddle on the road, getting up, like not having to call timeout on the first drive, getting guys lined up, checking out of bad plays, not snapping the ball too soon. I seen this in the Kentucky Ole Miss game. Kentucky got a 25-year-old quarterback they had to call like 2 timeouts in a home game and probably got 4 or 5 penalties where he didn't get them lined up right. I need Cam Ward to get them lined up right, see the defense, call his protection, and snap the play. I don't need 3rd and 15, not because of a negative play. I don't need them to be 2nd and 3 and then get 2 penalties and be 3rd and 20. Like Will Levis and Mason Rudolph was notorious for that. They would get 7 yards on first down and we punt because they wouldn't have a guy lined up right. You know, the tight end would be covering up somebody or something. It'd be weird stuff. I need them to play a clean game. Look, Cam Ward could have 160 yards passing and go 13 or 17 for no touchdowns and no picks, and I'd say that's a good game. As long as he lined them up and just... The first 3 games last year was Titans up 17, Titans up 10, Titans up 7-0, and watching them line up with penalties and turn the ball over, get punch blocked, and throw picks and fumble the ball in the red zone. Like, I don't need that. Run a clean game and the Titans will be fine. Broncos do got a good defense, but if you look back at their games, every game where the Broncos didn't win the turnover battle, they struggled. Like, the Broncos offense is not like 20 to 20 score points. Broncos offense is blitz, 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 turn the ball over. Bo Nix is scoring from the 20. Like, I don't see the Broncos like moving 20 to 20 like that, scoring points. But that all comes from lining up, calling plays without penalties and without weird stuff like that. Yeah, I told you, say. You late though. He said 3 touchdowns, 400. What rookie throws 3 touchdowns and 400 yards on the road in Mile High Stadium versus a playoff team with a team that went 3-14 last year? That's not realistic. That's why I'm undefeated, and that's why some of y'all sports takes, y'all gotta be realistic with your sports take. Realistic is he has a clean game where he ain't out there snapping the ball before the receiver gets stopped in motion, fumbling a snap. How many times last year, Titan fans, we watched them fumble the snap, the running back quarterback exchange on handoffs fumbled, stuff like that. I just want to see a non-sloppy game from Cam Ward. Because if he's sloppy, you got no faith they're going to come back to Nashville and clean it up before they play the Rams. If they go out there and play a clean game and they lose, you feel good about coming home and playing the Rams and then having 2 division games after that. Because you really want to get these 2 games out. Like, best case scenario, the Titans split these first 2 games against the Broncos and the Rams, and they're ready for division play week 3. Because you got 2 division games back to back. Really want to focus on that. You know what I'm saying? So the Broncos, do you want to win this game? Yes. Do you want Cam Ward? But guess what? Mariota and Will Levis played monumental games, their first games, and then like what happened after that? You know what I'm saying? Run a clean game. Fill in the blank. Titans win tomorrow if they play a clean game and don't turn it over. Titans probably will need to win the turnover battle to win that game on the road, but that starts with them playing a clean game. Yeah, I'm undefeated because I'm unbiased. Most people are too biased to have a legitimate sports talk. That's why for five to 6 years, I've been live in Discord my entire stream to debate sports with anybody who disagree with any of my takes. And I never lose because people are too biased. Like me, I seen Cam Ward in person, not Cam Ward, but Cam Newton. And I was in Auburn, and me and my brother looked at each other, our cousins, said, man, he gonna beat us this year. Like, I don't know how he gonna do it, but he gonna do it, and he did. Other Bama fans were like, nah. I'm like, have you seen this dude play football? Like, we ain't, like, I don't know. Like, I'm unbiased. When I see CJ Stroud, or when I see Nico Collins, or when I see DeForest Buckner and Zaire Franklin, and say, don't run at them. Like, certain things on other teams, when I look at the Jaguars and I say, ooh, Brian Thomas and Travis Hunter, sheesh. You know what I'm saying? Like, I respect other teams' players and what other teams have. That's why I'll be undefeated, because I'm unbiased, bro. Most people are just too biased to have a sports talk. Go Tigers. He said, you don't think Bo Nix is like that? I think Bo Nix is good, and he has a really good head coach that understands offensive football. But I'm saying the Broncos is not a team that's going to go 20-20 and just light you up. What the Broncos do is they get you in bad spots, they blitz, they force turnovers, and they get points with short fields. But I'm not worried about the Broncos just scoring 50 points, like just dotting our life away. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's 2 different things. He said successful game for Cam Ward to recognize the defense. And he said that himself, like being able to call protections. But I think that comes with on first down when you do run it, or you do run a simple check down, converting, not getting hit in the backfield with that expensive line they went and got, right? Now, when it's second and manageable, third and manageable, calling protections and just running the play clean, I think Cam Ward has shown like off balance throws, not forcing passes, getting the ball to the right guy. I feel so much more comfortable with him than Tannehill, to Mason Rudolph, to Malik Willis, to Will Levis. Like, I didn't have any comfortability with them. Like, they couldn't find the right guys in practice. You know what I'm saying? So it's like with Cam Ward, you know what you're getting. It's just a matter of like not putting him in situations where he's 3rd and 12, 3rd and 15, because you got a penalty, a holding call, or somebody lined up wrong. You know what I'm saying? You get negative plays on run plays for Tony Pollard, Tony Pollard was at the top of the league for yards after contact last year.
Let me teach you how to vibe.
But it's not necessarily a good thing that he's always getting hit behind the line of scrimmage. Because you seen how Derrick Henry looked on the Ravens last year with a good offensive line where he ain't getting hit behind the line of scrimmage. You know what I'm saying? Like, Derrick Henry had a 2,000 yard season, so it's a lot of stuff that I got my eyes on. Legend, what's popping? He said, Titans win. I'm in the booth. If the Titans lose, you should be in the booth. See, that's why I'm undefeated. Bama lose, I'm in the booth. Bama win, I'm in the booth. Bama tie, I'm in the booth. Titans win, I'm in the booth. Titans lose, I'm in the booth. Titans tie, I'm in the booth. You got to show up regardless of whether your team wins or lose. Like, that's just how it is. Like, I think when people run off and duck when their team lose, that's just like some cowardly things that happen. Bo Nix started balling and get better every game last season. He did. He also had some games where the Broncos won with Bo Nix threw for 50 yards passing. So it's like Sean Payton is not going to allow him to just lose the game for him. That's one thing I like about Sean Payton is he's not going to allow Bo Nix to lose the game. But it's not. I'm not worried about Bo Nix going out doing what Justin Herbert did, throwing for 350 yards and then running on us. I'm not worried about that. You know what I'm saying? Bo Nix got better, and Bo Nix has played a lot of football. So like he's got a lot of football under his belt. He's the opposite of what Anthony Richardson was. Anthony Richardson came out, it only started like 20 games up until the point that he was going to be taking over NFL franchise. Bo Nix like played enough at Auburn to be able to be in the league, and then at Oregon, like, and he's the son of a quarterback. Like Bo Nix got a good understanding. It's just not like I'm scared of the Broncos offense though. It's like Evan Ingram kind of make my hair like, you know what I'm saying? Evan Ingram kind of worried me a little bit because he's a really underrated tight end. But like it's not like I'm worried about like Sutton them just dunking on us the whole game. Because I think our secondary is much improved. Like having Xavier Woods and Quandre Diggs, having Amani Hooker and Kevin Winston Jr., having Snead back with Jarvis Brownlee Jr. McCreary can finally play the slot, and then he's got Womack playing behind him with Darrell Baker Jr. and Marcus Harris playing with Amar Davis. Like this is probably as much depth as we had in a minute. And the one place that I was worried about depth was at inside backer, but when they signed Kazir White and Cedric Gray and James Williams played the way they played in preseason and their ability to kind of grasp it, which Cedric Gray was supposed to be that last year, but he got hurt, so he didn't play most of the year. Cam Ward might have to use his legs. I don't want him to use his legs. I don't even want him out there doing no bunch of playmaker shit against the Broncos. He's gonna get hurt. I want them to stay ahead of the chains.
Let me teach you how to vibe.
Him using his legs is play action off a Pollard 2-man game. You got Chig Okonkwo as probably the fastest tight end in the league coming across the formation, and Cam Ward can throw it or run it, slide it. Like what I seen from Justin Herbert, what I seen from Mahomes, what I seen from Jalen Hurts, guys that was just not burning you for 20 yards, but picking up 5 yards and extending the drive and handing the ball to the referee and getting back in it, which Mason Rudolph did not have that in this game. Every time Will Levis tried, he injured himself or fumbled the ball. You know what I'm saying? Like Tannehill was really good at it because he was a receiver in college. And Malik Willis, the problem with him was that's all that he could do. You know what I'm saying? Until he got to Green Bay, and then he did both of them. You know what I'm saying? Because LaFleur is a really good coach. DB, Lock Kick, Alex Driller, what up? LSU showed me something last week. You was pleased? It's supposed to be a year for LSU to make a playoff run. We're going to see. I'm interested in this game tomorrow, though, Titans-Broncos, because Titans can give me so much hope tomorrow and not even win the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, it'd be like the opposite of Bama. Like, watching Bama lose to Florida State wasn't that we got beat, wasn't that Jalen Milroe is not on the field, not that Jam Miller and Justice Haynes is not out there. They just looked unprepared. They played sloppy. They had turnovers. They didn't line up right. They didn't run the ball. Florida State ran it 49 times. Bama ran it 17. You know, superstar receivers with painted nails dropping wide open passes. Like, that ain't what I want. What I want to see is the Titans play a clean game. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Cowboy fans got something good to feel about is like they couldn't pressure Jalen Hurts. They gave up deep pass to Jahan Dawson. They shut down A.J. Brown. They really made Jalen Hurts, you know, kind of pick them apart, running and throwing. And CeeDee Lamb comes down with some catches, you might have a different game. The Cowboys don't leave that game with their head down. If the Titans go out and have a bunch of penalties and turn the ball over and get Cam Ward hit a lot with a revamped line, we're gonna be thinking about who we can trade to get draft picks for next season early. Rain Douglas, what up? 1,649 days, 177 days from Bad Takes new account. If y'all got any questions though, Titans, Broncos, shoot them away. I've already got fielded some really good questions from y'all. Question of the day, I think Cam probably got the best question so far. No glaze. And I ain't just saying that because Oklahoma's beating Michigan right now. Yeah, Sheed and Los, they pages reset. Like I know Barbershop Los probably got 2,000 days of followers, but it reset on them. If you watching from the green, the red, or the purple, man, don't be afraid to ask questions about sports talk. This is what we do in the beginning of the stream before we even get into the Madden gameplay. We always, like, bro, if I could spend 3 hours talking, I'll spend 3 hours talking. We 40 minutes in now. Y'all know the sauce. And I will say, Brian Callahan's job is going to be attached to how clean this gameplay comes, because if they sloppy the way they was with Levis, with Ward, I think people at the top, Bergonzi, who's done a really good job of adding talent and bringing in people to this roster, is going to be sitting saying, maybe it's Callahan, maybe he's in over his head. So I'm interested to see. But last year, I will say this to Brian Callahan's defense, and I rarely don't defend coaches in this situation, but we can go back and pull the clips on last year. Callahan dialing up wide open touchdowns on simple plays, and Will Levis and Mason Rudolph just missing them. One of the biggest ones was Chig in the end zone running that shallow cross, and Will Levis completely just not seeing him on that shallow cross. When you look at things like that, then you start to wonder like what is he looking at? Is he seeing the field? You know, being up double digits on the Jets and turning it over on the goal line, trying to pitch it to Tajay on 3rd and long when you got a field goal to go up 13-0. Being up 17-0 on the Bears and turning the ball over 3 times. That ain't on the coach. So in those situations, you can go back on film and say like, yo, if he just makes a better decision with the football. And I thought that Mason Rudolph and Will Levis were horrible at checking the ball down. I think that's one of the strengths of Cam Ward, is I think he reads the defense pretty well and gets the ball out to his playmakers. When you got a fast tight end like Chig, and you got a physical catch radius guy like Gunner, and you got a running back like Tony Pollard that's good out of the backfield, Tajay when he's healthy. These are guys you want to get the ball in their hands and see what they can do with it, because you watch the NFL games that happen up until this point. A lot of those 5-yard little check downs turn into first downs, and that's all you need to do. All you need to do if you Cam Ward is run a clean game and move the sticks. While Dallas fans blaming CD, he didn't lose them the game. I think Miles lost that game with the fumble. I think it's a combination of both. Miles Sanders, which if Blue is healthy and got a grasp of the offense from Texas, I don't think Miles Sanders is the second running back anyways. Yes, they turned the ball over there. That takes points off the board. But if you CD Lamb comedy and you're getting paid $35 million a year to play receiver in the NFL, and you are the guy saying, I want the ball in crunch time, I don't remember Michael Irvin or Dez Bryant calling for the ball and having open touchdowns on a post route, a wheel route where you get both hands on the football. Gotta come down with the ball. Like, think about it. Miles Sanders is, if everybody's healthy, Miles Sanders is the 3rd string running back, a guy that the Eagles got rid of. You know what I'm saying? Then you turn around and say CeeDee Lamb, one of the top receivers in the league, getting paid $35 million a year to play football. He's a superstar in the league. He got to make superstar plays. If it's Tay Adams, if it's Tyreek Hill, if it's Mike Evans, it's some guys, bro. Jay Jettis, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins. When these guys get one-on-one shots, they gotta catch it. The same way it
Let
would
me
be
teach you how to vibe.
if it's the Tennessee Titans was in the same spot and Calvin Ridley dropped 2 or 3, knowing he's got to make plays for Cam Ward and the Titans. Then you can't get that $100 million contract. AJ Brown, like these guys can't ask for that money. Debo Samuel, Scary Terry McLaurin go out and play the Cowboys and drop 2-3 passes that are like, CeeDee Lamb would have had 200 receiving yards if he caught the ball. You know what I'm saying? And we would be talking about how great CeeDee Lamb is if he caught the football. Barbershop Lowe's, what'd it do? You think Cam will have a Marcus type of season opener? I don't even necessarily want him to. Will Levis have 4 touchdowns in his opener. Mariota had something similar to that. I just need Cam Ward. Like, bro, if Cam Ward went like 21 or 27 for like 180 yards, 1 touchdown, no pick, and just threw the ball away when he needed to and checked to a run when he needed to, I would be perfectly fine, bro. Like, think about the Titans record last year. If Mason Rudolph and Will Levis don't lead the league in turnovers at the QB position. Bears game you win, Jets game you win. You don't win the Lions game, but Jared Goff only had 80 yards passing in the Lions game. They ran back like a kick, they ran back a punt. It's like you can't give up like unforced touchdowns like on the other side where like they ran back like 3 kicks. I think the Lions had 5 possessions from their own 20. You know what I'm saying? Like that just can't happen. You go through and just, if you go look at the Titans schedule last year of the number of games that they just like were in the game or had the lead or had a big lead and just for whatever reason just beat themselves. Even the Dolphins game we won, Will Levis threw an interception to a defensive tackle in that game, like, and he was crying on the sideline because he didn't see him. When your starting quarterback is crying on the sideline looking at the tablet, like, those are the things you can't have. So I don't need Cam Ward to have a Jaden Daniels season. He could have a Caleb Williams season. Caleb Williams had a good year last year. Touchdown to turnover ratio. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just can't have the penalties and the non-blitz.
Let me teach you how to vibe.
I just don't want him to lead the league in sacks and shit like that. He said if the Giants don't get hella penalties, win the game. I'm up on the Giants this year. I know I would troll y'all a lot, but I'm up on the Giants this year. Jason. Tamang. Coach said, what up? Oh, it is, Los. That's what I want to see from Nashville. And then I trust Bergonzi with the moves he's made. I know everybody had to just like grind their gears and grind their teeth when they seen the Eagles beat the Cowboys and then go out and get the edge rusher that everybody had their eyes on that was unsigned. I don't even think Zadarius Smith will have a big impact on the Eagles. He might. But the fact that the Cowboys, the Lions, any other competitive team can't go get him now because they got him. I think it was more of a power play from the Eagles of just trying to play keep away. And you get a solid player. Oklahoma got Michigan on the ropes. He said, I played that lottery for $1 billion. Man, that's crazy. 1.4 billion on the lottery, and if you win it, you only get 480 million. How does the government take $1 billion from the lottery winner? Hey, but don't forget your boy, man. If you hit any of y'all hit that lottery, don't forget me, because if I win the lottery, I'm gonna take care of y'all. Any more questions about week 1 NFL kickoff? You know what I'm saying? Any more questions? If y'all missed that, I'm gonna try to throw that up on YouTube in the morning. That way it's kind of like my predictions. All right, This will be a clip though. My X factors for the game on offense for the Tennessee Titans is Alec Aomana. I think he's going to get a lot of one-on-ones. I think he could have a game where he has 60 to 80 yards receiving and really convert and pick up some first downs and take some pressure off of Calvin Ridley and that Calvin Ridley Surtain matchup. On defense, I think the X factor is going to be what it always was. L'Jarius Sneed, if he's healthy and if he can play that lockdown type of defense, I think what you got in Brownlee Jr. and McCreary and Womack, Amar Davis, Marcus Harris, Darrell Baker Jr. With the safeties we got behind that are veteran safeties that are not going to be out of place much, that can help in all facets of the game. I just think in that situation, those are your two X factors, Aomana and Sneed. That's what I think. And overall, no penalties, run the football, stop the run, and win the turnover battle. I think the Titans got a good chance to have a good game in Denver. Definitely be the biggest dono in streaming history. Is it an upset if the Titans defeat the Broncos? I think so. I think a rookie quarterback, number 1 overall pick, going to a team that was at the top of the league in defense and blitzing and turnovers last year, goes on the road to Mile High with a team that went 3-14 last year, with a lot of young guys that are going to be starting. A new look offensive line. If they go out there and win and Cam Ward plays well, I do think that's the upset, because the Broncos are a team that made the playoffs last year. They got a Super Bowl coach. And to be honest, looking at the Chiefs yesterday, as bad as the Chiefs look talent-wise, the Chiefs did not look like the more talented team yesterday. They look like they need to go pick up three or four guys. The Chargers kind of control that entire game. We don't know how the Raiders are going to look, but the Raiders should be improved with Pete Carroll and Geno Smith, Ashton Genty, Brock Bowers. The Broncos are supposed to compete for the division title this year. The Titans are not expected to compete for the South. You know what I'm saying? Now, if the Titans go out and beat the Broncos week 1, people are going to start talking about the Titans could challenge the Texans for the South, because the Colts with Daniel Jones, nobody's excited about that. And then the Jaguars, technically with Travis Hunter and Brian Thomas, but they did lose Evan Ingram, and we got to see if Sunshine gonna be able to be healthy for a whole season. After that, he took from Azeez Al-Shaair last year, former Tennessee Titan. I don't know. That's a lot, because last year they had Mac Jones, a capable backup. I'm just not so sure what they got this season if they struggle to protect Sunshine. He said Denver gonna get in case they always give them close games. Everybody in the West, you remember even when the Chiefs won the Super Bowl and was going, the Raiders would pop them. You know what I'm saying? I think the other teams in the division, Harbaugh was the X factor for the Chargers. Stop trying to outscore and out-pretty them, out-finesse them. Go draft some tackles, get some tight ends and some running backs, and play opposite football of the Chiefs. Try to beat them in the trenches. Try to make the game ugly. Give yourself some one-on-one shots. Becker, what am I drinking? This is some fall Starbucks. This is some pecan crunch, some. Nah, I think what the Eagles did to the Chiefs in the Super Bowl is the blueprint. You have to beat them up front. You can't try to outscore them. You have to be comfortable winning ugly. You know what I'm saying? And what the Chargers did yesterday was run it, play action. Herbert scramble, run it, play action. Keenan Allen, run it, play action. McConkey, run it, play action. Quentin Johnston. The Quentin Johnston still got butterfingers. He still dropped Quentin Johnston had monster numbers if he would drop the ball.
Let me teach you how to
he gets open, he just don't catch. And I think the teams figured out the game plan and stop trying to be Kansas City. Be something else. Kansas City always struggle with the Titans because we play ugly football, bro. Our linebackers are gonna hit Travis Kelce at the line of scrimmage the whole game. we gonna run the ball 30, 40 times. Like you got to play them like that. How teams used to have to try to play against Peyton Manning. Like just don't give him the ball, bro. Play keep away. Adam L, Corey Mack, what up? Oklahoma State was awful today. Like they they used to be, I don't know, man. Oregon blew the doors off them. Rich Black Man, I believe it will be upset. Yes, it will be. He said, "What's up? I'm at the higher sessions now. Wishing, hey, listen, good luck, prayers with you, man. Know you finna go through a journey. We see you on the other side, man. Positive thoughts going into that. You definitely need positive thoughts going into that. But that's what teams got to start doing is like developing an identity. And I hope the Titans have an identity with Cam Ward. They did not have an identity with Will Levis. They did not have an identity with Malik Willis. They did not have an identity with Mason Rudolph. They did with Tannehill, but like if you don't want Derrick Henry to be there, then Tannehill is not an identity. He's just not. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not. You know what I'm saying? He ain't it. Cause he ain't it, Chief. Y'all got any more questions? Keep them coming. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. Pause. They did give Malik a chance, but you just got to remember, like, Malik Willis wasn't a first overall pick. Will Levis was the first pick in the second round. They gave up a third rounder to get. When you got high picks, they get more of a leash. Malik Willis came into a situation where John Robinson traded A.J. Brown for Malik Willis and Traylon Burks. And having a head coach who was upset about A.J. Brown being traded, which anybody should be, already having a quarterback that took you to an AFC championship, the head coach didn't want to draft Malik Willis. So then you have Malik Willis, who has a certain skill set, playing behind Tannehill, who's a play action quarterback. So you got two different offenses. So then you put Malik Willis in to run a system that's not fit for his game. Then you get rid of the GM and then you get rid of the coach. And then a new coach comes in and is like, now I got a quarterback that I didn't draft that runs a system different than what I want to run. And then Will Levis had his time. Really, Malik Willis and Will Levis had the same amount of time. I mean, if you a third round draft pick and you get a whole second half of a season where you only need to win one game to get to the playoffs, you don't win any games, Josh Dobbs takes your job and plays better than you. Malik Willis had his shot. You know what I'm saying? Like, Will Levis had his shot. He had a full year with a clean roster and it didn't work. Mason Rudolph had a chance to step in the way Tannehill did for Mariota when Will Levis went down. Mason Rudolph did nothing with it. He had as many turnovers as Will Levis. I think that's a fair shot. I think in the NFL these days, like, if Tyler Shuck never gets a chance to start, he got a fair shake. You couldn't beat out Jake Hayner and Spencer Rattler. You know what I'm saying? Like, in these situations, you don't get long.
Let me teach you
Kenny
how to
Pickett,
vibe.
you could have outplayed Joe Flacco, and they would have got rid of Joe Flacco and had Kenny Pickett with Shador and Dillon, but he didn't. Like, in these situations, like, I think guys' window that you get a chance to play, like, if Daniel Jones doesn't play well, like, it's up. Like, you can't beat out Anthony Richardson and Riley, a rookie, like, then it's time to go. Yeah, Mike Gundy's time is up. Titans O-line wasn't fully, but he still played with Derrick Henry though. You see what I'm saying? Like, the offensive line for Cam Ward is better than it was when Malik Willis was there. But can you imagine Cam Ward playing with Derrick Henry? It just, if you got Derrick Henry in the backfield, 80% of the snaps you get, single high safety man coverage. That's just like that. It's that simple, right? So it's like,
Let me teach
Derrick
you how
Henry
to
offset a
vibe.
little bit of that line. Because you got a running back that you know is going to be one or two at rushing, that teams are going to take that extra safety and drop him in the box to try to stop the run. Cam Ward playing with Derrick Henry would be like a whole different experience. And a lot of those sacks that Malik Willis and Will Levis took was they didn't throw hot. Like if you see a lot of their throws, they got a lot of guys underneath open all the time. They weren't good at picking up blitz protections too. They drafted Will Levis because he played 12 personnel in college at Kentucky. It was one of the only schools that ran 12 personnel. And then you draft him and he still doesn't know how to call protections out of 12 personnel. It kind of defeats the purpose. See, Malik Willis is doing good in Green Bay because Green Bay's offense is set for Jordan Love, who has the same skill set as Malik Willis. It's just they throw the ball less with Malik Willis than they do with Jordan Love. Like Jordan Love is going to throw it 30 times a game. Malik Willis is going to throw it like 18 to 20 times a game. So 10 of those passes that they would let Jordan Love throw, they just turn into QB design runs or handoffs when he's in a game. Which a good defense like Green Bay, like, I mean, just basically saying you playing the game slightly more conservative. D. Harley, Sherrod Lee, Adam L, Corey Mack, what up? He said, what's the best upgrade to put in your secondary? Depends on what you run. I run a lot of zone, so I got zone upgrade. If you run a lot of man, put man upgrade. Like even Arch Manning, like his highlights, like if he ain't got all day to throw it, I still don't see nothing special. I'm excited though, man. Like I don't know who y'all teams played this week. Y'all let me know in the chat. We can break down some more games if y'all want. If not, we can get into some John Madden football. Y'all let me know though. And then once we start the Madden, I'm gonna start talking about Rat Atlanta. That's just like, matter of fact, I'm finna talk about a little bit. I'm finna go on my soapbox about this rat. Drop them crystal balls in the chat. I gotta talk about this Rat Atlanta situation myself. Out of all the QB rookies who played in the preseason, I think Dart outplayed them all. Dart played good. I thought Cam Ward and Dart both played good. I not being biased. What I mean is like Cam Ward only got 2 series per game, and like his last series was like a 13 play drive for a touchdown where they started off with a penalty. But Jackson Dart looked like he's a first round bona fide draft pick. I'll say that. But let's talk about this Rat Atlanta though. They're supposed to put 100 on them boys. Man. Let's talk about this Rat Atlanta though, man. Like one thing I'm gonna say is when you talk about the government, CIA, FBI, all these 3-letter agencies, even going back to COINTELPRO and PSYOPs and all the stuff that they done over the last 100 years with intelligence. See, when you a civilian, you think short-sighted. They think long-sighted. You think, man, they trying to railroad me and send me to jail. They think we're trying to break this thing up that we having trouble with. They wasn't able to send these boys to jail, but Atlanta Rap, which was the pinnacle of hip hop and entertainment, far as like everybody collaborated with each other, is gone. They wasn't able to convict Thug, but getting him out of Atlanta for 15 years, completely dismantling YSL and everybody that they cool with. Like, what you think worse? If Thug really had to do 5 more years and get out with no restrictions, or these 15 years of probation? Put out clips of him talking about Drake, Future, Gunna, Yak Gotti, like Glorilla. Like, they got clips of him talking bad about every person in the game that he could work with. They basically then like alienated him. And this song that he dropped, he been out for a year and Gunna's like the #1 most streamed hip hop artist on the planet. And this man haven't put out one bop. Thug ain't like, bro, we seen Boosie get out of jail on the Bupac stuff. We seen Pac get out of jail and go crazy. How many rappers we seen get out of jail and just go crazy? Like, Thug stuff is like mirroring Bobby Smurda. We still ain't heard no Bobby Smurda album. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, Thug ain't put out one song that I play. Not one song, bro. He been out a year. He's supposed to have like all kind of fire music. But now you see why these boys is just waiting and like, bro, if we couldn't convict you, Atlanta rap, Atlanta hip hop ain't never gonna be the same. Like, we gonna make sure you completely alienated. Meanwhile, Gunna on fire. Like, you realize like like all the collaborations that you could have seen from Thug, and like now we probably ain't finna get none of that ever. They are talking about Dirt, Drake, like Future, everybody, like Metro, like bro, what is left? Like, who is like who who can Thug make music with now? Cause like at this stage in the game, I would say like maybe it's a better artist than Thug. Gunna is a better artist than all of them at this point. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they like completely dismantled YSL from a different way. Like they wasn't able to get them in jail, but like they broke up Atlanta rap. And like the scary part about it for our community, the part I'm worried about is when the money start running out and these boys ain't got no way to get, they done alienated each other where they don't work together, which is one of the worst things that could happen to a community. And if the money starts slowing up, them boys, you know what's gonna happen, because they still listening and watching and sitting on top of them with all them restrictions. Like the fact that he even dropped a diss record talking about them ratting with all them restrictions that he got from the judge, like one line in the song could get him violated. You know what I'm saying? Bro, K-pop Demon Hunters is lit, right? You got to get over there. I love K-pop Demon Hunters, dog. I'm sorry. My kids be singing it all day. I know all the words too. You a real soldier boy out here, man. Beat your idol. You preaching to the choir. Can I get my mic a little higher? Oh, you know that your idol is lit, boy. But serious business though, like they did a number on Atlanta. And I think that's when you start to see like post-COVID, think of all the stuff that got exposed. The whole West Coast, all that exploiting, extorting, and gangster shit gone. The shit would take off, cut Houston in half, Atlanta cut in half. The East Coast was already never really together like that. Like they went through and just like dissected every section of the country when it comes to this hip hop shit, where like they just went and exposed like all these people that like. My only problem with the community is like everybody dog 6ix9ine out, but then you hearing all these niggas rat. People talking about Gunna ratting when I'm like, he just took a plea and they recorded it. That's what you do when you take a plea, right? He didn't actually go on the stand and say this person, like when they showed the tape of Thug like saying this person had the gun and this person is the shoot, like that's way worse than what Gunna did. And then people like go back to the pod we had. Impulse was on the pod of people react differently if it's something they like or don't like. You know what I'm saying? Like we see Epstein list never come out. It's some people that like want the Diddy stuff more than Epstein. I'm like, they both the same. Like they both need to be railroaded if they mess with kids. Like, or they, you know, SAing people and extorting people with all this different stuff. But then you got these pastors that doing the same thing. Like it all is gonna be exposed and unraveled. You know what I'm saying? Right here in front of our eyes. Like, you seen how they dog gun out about the what happened to Burton? They probably a rat. It's like, but then the whole OT, the whole only the family read it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, bro. Like, I just think the community got to give up on the street shit. ATL is done, man. Like, bro, you got Thug talking about J. Cole, like, and then it's off, so it just sounds like some hating shit. Like, J. Cole got Dreamville. He got JID. JID just dropped the album. He from Atlanta, like, so I'm confused. Like, if J. Cole never put nobody on, you know what I'm saying? Then he got songs with Thug. So it's like, then it's like Andre 3000, like, but Thug is on Killer Mike's last album that won a Grammy. Killer Mike came from Outkast, who came from the Dungeon family with Rico Wade. I'm like, who's Future's cousin? It doesn't make sense. Like, so from that camp, you get Future and you get Killer Mike. So I'm like, I guess Future and Killer Mike don't exist. These are two people that you make music with, but you're not understanding that they came from the same camp as Outkast. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of weird when you look at, like, it just, maybe he was just in a frustrated spot of being in jail, and but you can't. But see, people are defend that shit like, oh, he the one, he the realest. Like, not if he doing all this like hating ass shit. Like, you talking about Glorilla and all these people. Like, bro, you need to be in there praying. But see, this is what happened. Like, Charleston White on this end of, like, Charleston White is right on this end of, like, it ain't got no God in it. You get into a situation where you could be in jail for life and you get out and you not on some, you different. Like, you see the differences in Gunna since he got out, or whatever anybody think about him. Like why you wouldn't look at the stuff that Thug did the same way you look at 6ix9ine? I don't know. It's like, bro, like, even Woody got mad in the beginning of, like, saying, man, I read it because they was putting me in songs talking about the crimes I did, and I got picked up because of their music. They talking about the crimes I did in their songs. You know what I'm saying? And they can't refute that, because that's when Woody like telling Thug, like, hey man, take that part out where you saying I shot this person or something. Like, what we doing? Watch this interview with Bank. I'm gonna watch all this. Now every rapper old and new want to fight him. Yeah, it's like, Go Yayo just got exposed for being DL, his baby mama and Justin. Bro, now when Shotbybuddha be telling y'all, these streamers, when they get on this gangster shit, and I see some of these guys in person, I can just tell, bro, black community need to just give up the gangster shit. Please. Just go back to praying and Negro spirituals and making soulful music and shit, because that is we're wires and we liars, but every day a rat's highest. I still remain the fat flyers in my canayas. It's just a slash drug dealer MC, bottles of mo. That's Nas from 95, bro. Like, this true, bro. Like, these guys be, you know, portraying to be thugs, but really be DL, be on the low, and really be red now here. She's not tall act. Y'all this guy that say, accept me now, letting this shit like, it's true though. It's true though. Like, you can't be mad at one and then not be mad at the other. Like, oh, because you like Thug, it's cool. With me, with the Gunna shit, I was just like, I never looked at Gunna like he was like super on some Thug shit. So when he copped his play, I'm like, every one of them dudes said the same, yes ma'am, the same shit that Gunna said. It's just the fact that they recorded his and put his out. That was the first. See, people didn't realize the police was doing the first chess move. They probably knew they couldn't convict him, but their whole goal was to break up all of Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? And they successfully did that by just letting the chess pieces fall. Okay, we got them all to turn on Gunna. And if they all feel this way about Gunna when we released the tapes of Thug and all the rest of them, Red and Yak Gotti was the only one that went all the way to trial and beat it. You see what I'm saying? So, like, why we not looking at Lucci and Yak Gotti as the ones that kept it solid? But then Lucci got the situation with his homeboy falling out, throwing his homeboy out the car. It's like they all got some shit that's like on their jacket, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and then, you know, Thug with what Wham say go, and then he got a thigh tat. Now I gotta sit here and listen to baby fans explain, bro, if Nas get 2 tats across his thighs, man, I got to reevaluate the music. You know what I'm saying? I do. I'm sorry. He said they couldn't get them, so they got them another way. And see, they thought that they was getting off, but it's like, we don't got you. You got 15 years of probation. You can't talk about no gangster shit. And then you think you finna get out. And then maybe, just maybe, if we can do deductive reasoning, Thug been out for a year and we ain't heard no music. Maybe it's cause he can't make music with nobody else cause he know these tapes is coming. Cause you gonna look fake as hell on a song with Metro Boomin and Future and Drake and all these people, and then these tapes come out, you talking bad about them. When really, it's like you want Drake to call the president and get you out of jail, and you on a RICO case with like 10 bodies across Atlanta, guns and drugs and all kind of shit. And you already got niggas in YSL that's already ratted and shit. That's like the OTF shit, like Dirk, you know, like, bro, like you already got Jam, who got out, was on parole, got picked up by the feds in the airport. They let him walk and just tracked him. Y'all going in Bass Pro Shops, buying ski masks, booking the rentals, y'all doing the hit song with company credit cards. They got the CCTV, y'all at the hotel together. Like, bro, there ain't no point in being mad about no Ed Gunna about no ratting, because he ain't rat on y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's like, in the realization of like what the plea that Gunna took is, hey, we already got the evidence of you doing this, this, and this. All you doing is saying that agreeing to your admission of guilt so you can go on, take your time, serve, and get out on the road. We didn't see Gunna lose weight, get off drugs, and get in shape and drop album after album after album with hit after hit after hit. We ain't seen nothing. Like, bro, Gunna didn't get out of jail and surpass Baby. And Baby been out free all this time and put out better music and more music. Thug ain't put nothing out. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, all I care about is the music. You ain't talking about Andre 3000 and J. Cole. Nah, stay on topic. You know what I'm saying? Drop a hot album, bro. Right now, Thug could drop a hot album and everybody forget. But you just might not be able to do it. Same way 6ix9ine, like, people forgot about what 6ix9ine did. If he drops some hot music, he just can't. Yeah, Gunna just always gave the fly guy shit. He can't go to Atlanta and then he can't make music, and then now they alienated him from everybody he was close to. You take his cash cow, his best artist, and Gunna away. He self did that. They tricked him. By putting that video out, they tricked him where he gave up your best artist. And the crazy part about Gunna is Gunna paid for all the legal shit. So the person that's paying for the legal shit and the only one making money on the label, you know what I'm saying? You alienated yourself from. So now it's Lil Baby. So then all you got to start dropping. You talking bad about Baby and Future and all these people in Metro Boom, like Drake, all your affiliates. They got you talking bad about them. You can't even run to the girls now because you talking about Glorilla. Like, well, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Like, you better go do a duet album with Mariah the Scientist. But I guarantee the people that's with Mariah, her handlers, she hot right now. I guarantee the people in her label gonna be trying to get her on some Angela Simmons, like, yo, leave your Gotti alone. Like, leave Thug alone. Like, let him go on rock. You know what I'm saying? Like, they gotta be begging her, like, he's bad. He's a bad look for you. He's a bad look for you. Yeah, it's like he just made moves, eh? Who deleted your comment? If you said something, the kick bot will delete it. Yo, John, what's good? Yeah, John, I'm watching the game. Alabama losing in first week. They look undisciplined and they don't look tough. Titans play the Broncos tomorrow at 3:00. My bad, John. I'm on multi-stream. I'm streaming on Facebook, Kick, YouTube, and Twitch. So it's like sometimes I have to refresh it. Like, I couldn't see Kick comments. My bad, Los and John. Like, it didn't show my raid from Killer Mike either. I mean, Ratlanta is in trouble, bro. Now it's just gonna go down to like who can put out music, and Gunna didn't show he could just keep putting music out. The rest of them gotta show they can put out music. Like baby, like since Gunna and them had a legal trouble, like I can't think of no baby songs that just ring like that. Thug ain't got none. You know what I'm saying? Like the only one like of the people being mentioned, like Future always gonna put hard music out. But now all this shit didn't happen from the K-Dot shit to all that. Now like you take Future and Drake, we don't get the Future Drake, we don't get the Rick Ross Drake. All behind some West Coast shit, and I don't listen to that West Coast music like that no way. So like they done fucked us up. We ain't got no summertime bops. Gunna the only one that got the summertime bops. You know what I'm saying? That's it. I need some shit that sound like I'm on the island in the summertime to ride in the car to, and Gunna the only one that got there coming through. Yo, John, that's love, bro. John over turf, appreciate the follow. Yeah, I be live. I multi-stream every day, bro. Tap in. This your sports talk home. He said, basically, I said I don't like how we got a stain of criminality in our culture and we endorsed it. Yeah, I mean, what Charleston White has done is exactly what we need, and people didn't want to hear. Everything Charleston White said was true. Everything Cat Williams said was true. And then sitting here saying like, when Charleston White said, I already knew that all these boys had read it, and they were still arguing with me, and behind the scenes they was peacemaking with me because they knew I knew all of them had read it. It's like, it make more sense. You arguing with somebody on publicly that you know is a rat, and they talking about you a rat. Charleston White is like, bro, like if y'all mess with me, I'm a rat. I'm not involved in no criminal street situation with y'all naming names in interrogation rooms, and I know y'all have. Cause like you can't defend the shit that Thug did. Like talking about who did the shooting, who got the gun, and you rapping about it and talking about it, and you talking about it to the police. Like, man, I had to do it with my brother because I ain't want to see my mama cry. Like, so now that's everybody's excuse because y'all don't want to see y'all mama cry. It's okay if you rat on Lil Ray Ray doing with 3 bodies, but if you don't want to see your mama cry, then you know what I'm saying, it's okay to rat on, you know what I'm saying, John over here, because it's okay if his mama cry. Like, what kind of excuse is you didn't want your mama to cry a reason for ratting? For 3.1, ooh. Yeah, I'm watching Oklahoma, Michigan now. See, John, I got chat, a TV I'm watching up here, and then I got my TV back here, so then I got my phone, so I got a lot of monitors up where I can watch a lot of stuff. Oh, for sure. Yeah, I've been at this for a minute, John. I've been partnering on Facebook for some years, and I just now they made it in where we could stream on multiple platforms. So now my like right now we got 50 people watching, but it's like it might be some here, some there, some there, and some there. So we real close to being monetized on Kick and in YouTube. As far as like partnership, we just gotta get just a little bit more viewership. Like when football season first dropped, like I was like real close on Kick. Some people say I should just like do one at a time, but I ain't with that. If I grow, I grow. I'd rather go the slow way. If my people like watching me on Facebook, stay watching me on Facebook. We get 100% of the sub money on Facebook. Only thing with Facebook, similar to YouTube, is you can't play music. So I play my background music, and I do most of my shop talk and just simple stuff. Late night, I just do it on Kick and Twitch because it's picture in picture. You get drops on Twitch and on Kick. If you watching now, if you're a follower, you can use all my emotes. I got like 50 stickers and emotes on the channel that you don't got to be sub to, and you can picture in picture. YouTube is like Facebook. We can't have the music in the background, can't watch podcasts and do all the cool shit. So I try to reserve that for that. So if people like watching on YouTube, watch on YouTube. You like watching on Facebook, watch on Facebook. Like watching on Kick, watch on Kick. Like watching on Twitch, watch on Twitch. Then I try to put clips out everywhere. So from TikTok to Twitter, you know what I'm saying, Instagram. But it's like I want to grow slowly and have the community be big in multiple places. Yeah, late night Kick be fun. I always cut Facebook when we start getting late, because if the chat slow down and we ain't doing the sports talk or like the lifestyle talk like we doing now, and we just playing the game and talking, which my Discord is open if anybody be wanting to talk. So when I go straight into the gameplay, that's when I usually cut YouTube and Facebook because I don't want to copyright. I had a 6-week strike on YouTube for my own voice. See, people can on Facebook and YouTube, people can make copyright claims on random sounds and stuff. It don't have to be a song, but I like being able to cut those streams and chop those streams up into clips and then just go play the game on Kick and Twitch and turn on music. The Discord, if you go to my profile, like my actual page, my merch, the Discord, everything all has its own link and you just click it. You see, I like Kick because I like it better. Yeah, and it's no ads. So like if you watching on Kick, it's no ads. See, on Twitch, when I do watch parties on MCS and I do watch parties on PL tournaments, when I have my own tournaments, like if you into competitive gameplay, like we have our own website. I'm gonna drop it in the chat, but we got that. But I like the fact that you could watch my stream and not get ads, because I do the Prime on Twitch, so I can watch all Twitch streams. That's whether that's Madden or whether that's MCS or whatever, with no ads. So we do a lot of watch parties through my stream because you can watch without ads. Yeah, it's a lot of issues with Facebook because of the resources, but when you think about the amount of money that Zuckerberg, was hemorrhaging with Facebook gaming, you understand. Week 2, you in the booth for sure. We definitely gonna do some Rams Titans content. I'm gonna feel better about that Rams Titan game week 2 if we have a clean game in Denver. Whether we win or lose, if we don't turn the ball over and we don't have a bunch of penalties, I'll feel good about playing y'all. I won't feel good about playing the Broncos and Rams pass rush back-to-back weeks with a rookie quarterback if we turn the ball over and have a bunch of penalties and being third and long all night. While you cut ads out, I didn't cut out our ads. I have Amazon Prime, so when I watch Twitch, I don't get ads. So if you're watching me on Kick and you're watching me watch something on Twitch, like those tournaments, we both don't see ads. I got ads set on Facebook and YouTube. That's why I play my own music in the background, because I'll copyright and I won't get any ad dollars on YouTube or Facebook when I strike. So that's why I cut the streams when I go into playing music. So my Facebook stream has got ads and got monetized, and my reels, and the same with YouTube. So once we hit partner on YouTube, we just got a little bit more watch hours. That's how I'll keep it. Then once I get them both set, I've seen some really big streamers be able to get their PC set where they can still be live and the audio just don't come out on their Facebook or their YouTube. But to be honest, that's a lot of resources of a PC for where we at now, and it ain't monetized. It don't make sense to do. But I mean, ads on Facebook ain't like what they used to. I get more ad dollars on Facebook through reels and shorts. Now, old school, bro, you could buy a car every month off of, I could pay a car note off of old Facebook ads. Cleveland Browns, week 1, the Bengals. How that defense looking? Georgia, Tennessee. Give me Georgia. Yeah, if you got Twitch, if Twitch is giving out drops, if you watching on my stream, all you gotta do is just click that little button on the right side and it'll tell you if you're getting drops. It'll tell you if you're getting drops. So if you're watching them, matter of fact, I'm finna tell you, if you're watching on Twitch, you can get drops, which is always a good, yeah, I think you get up to 4 packs free. I think when they had open directory, you get packs. Yesterday, I know they had them. I got a bunch of them yesterday. I don't know if they have them today. I think I maxed mine out yesterday.
Let me teach you how to vibe.
Sandeep, what up? But yeah, 2 times. I never cut nothing that's gonna hurt me. I mean, Facebook ads ain't what they used to be. So it's like, that's why I do the stream until it's time to play the game, and I cut the stream, not the ads. But like Kick don't do ads anyways. Twitch do ads, so I don't, like, it is what it is. So like if you ever get to watching on Twitch where you're not getting drops, it would make sense for you to watch Kick. When I go to Kick or Twitch, it's easier for you to watch Kick because there's no ads. But I get 95% of the sub money on Kick. On Twitch, they take 50%. So it's like, that's why I say do the Amazon Prime, the free sub on Twitch if you got Amazon Prime, because it don't cost you nothing and I get the sub, but they take half the bread. You know what I'm saying? But if you do Facebook and Kick subs, I'm either gonna get 100% or 95% of the money. Then YouTube, once we hit those watch hours, like, people will be able to sub and do super chat and all that on YouTube. So goal is to be monetized and partner everywhere, and to put out offline content, short content, long form content, tournaments, all of it, shop talks, sports talk, all of it. Like my game plan is to be like a whole network. That's how I want the brand to go 2 times. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could do stuff fast and then it fizzles out, or it don't have no staying power. Like, I want to like put it out the way I want to do it, the way I'm comfortable doing it. And then I don't know if y'all got a chance to see, Yo Mama did an interview with Bada. I watched that this morning. Yo, J Mac, what it do? Kicks wheel, yeah. Florida lost to South Florida. That's crazy.
Let me teach you how to vibe.
Michigan fighting back now. Smoothie, you still balling? You still balling? But I think it's time, man. If y'all watching me on Facebook or you watching me on YouTube, man, make sure y'all follow me on Kick or Twitch to continue watching the content. I'm gonna take a brief intermission. It's gonna be like 15 seconds, and then we're gonna be right back live with it. If y'all looking for this shop talk while I'm breaking down Titans Broncos, it'll be up on the YouTube. You can watch it back. 50 and 15 in rank. Are you giving me hope? I was gonna give up rank, but you're giving me hope. Maybe I'll grind rank and gonna get to the top 100. All right, if y'all gonna continue to watch your boy, man, tap in on Kick or Twitch, preferably Kick, because we just need the viewership to get verified. We always hit all the metrics. We just need the viewership. It just need to spike a little bit. And no, we're not gonna buy. We're not buying viewers.
Let me teach you how to vibe.
We want to get it. We want to get it the real way. We're gonna make some viral moments, and we're gonna get there this year. It's gonna happen. I'm claiming it. And then y'all let me know what music y'all want.